Hello everybody, my name is Kamar and today we'll be reviewing our 16th installment of Season 3 of Bubble Guppies. Season 3, Episode 16, Party at Sea. In this episode, the Bubble Guppies are enjoying a party on their boat when a huge snow cone ice ball falls into the water, threatening to sink their vessel. To save their party and their ship, the Guppies must use their knowledge of boats and the sea. Now, I really enjoyed this episode. This episode's pretty fun. You know? It's basically X marks the spot, which I'm gonna talk about a little bit in a second. Sort of like that, but it's more like don't make it just about pirates. Don't make it just about pirates, you know? This episode was really fun. So, our episode starts with Molly and Gil swimming to school, and they meet a pirate captain. Well, sorry, not a pirate captain. I say that because Gil asks, because when the captain, he said, "Ahoy," he asked, "Are you a pirate? Are you a pirate?" He said, "No, I'm a sailor." And they explained that his boat is a she, and her name is Bubble Tug. And I like how Gil says, before he says the name, he's like, what's your boat's, what type of boat is it? Is she? That was just really funny. It was really funny. And he explains that, he helps bigger boats, get safely to the harbor. And when they're on their way to school, I like how they first came in, they were like, "Ahoy there!" And then Dima, she tries to join in, and she's like, "Ahoy!" And then she's like, "What?" And then Nani explains that ahoy is how sailors talk. Ahoy is how sailors talk. And then Mr. Grouper explains that there's a whole bunch of types of boats, but they have one thing in common. They all float on the water. And then we have our question segment about different types of boats and stuff, and ones that and even boats that are different type of power, like rowboats use people power with the oars, and motorboats use gas power, and sailboats use wind power, which I like how they explain that. And then we have our pop song, Party at Sea. This song, it's honestly, in my opinion, it's a highlight of this season. It's so catchy, and it just gets you pumped. It's a great song. Like, no matter what boat you choose, in a canoe or on a cruise, we'll have the best time you'll see. For Party at Sea, it's you and me. So all aboard my ship, it's Party at Sea. Whoa, it's Party at Sea. Whoa, it's Party at Sea. It's just so catchy. I love it so much. And then we have our shop segment. For a change, we have Una as the shopkeeper instead of Dima, which I like that change in scenery. I like that a lot. I like that. And then we have Gobi saying that he wants to win he wants to win a captain's hat. And Una explains to him that you have to help a sailor get to a crab shack, which I like how they associate a crab shack with an actual crab. In this version, a crab shack is a place, I want to guess, for crabs to party at, but in real life, a crab shack is let's just say it's a place where crabs are in for a not so nice treat. If you know what I'm saying. We're all my lovers of seafood. But yeah. Then we and we have to help him with different types of ships. What type of ships can get him across the river? Can get them across the stream, which I like that. And then we have our lunch joke with Nani, and he got a cheese sandwich with potato chips, which is really funny. Then we have our Molly and Gil segment, and for a change, we don't have the little fish, but we have Gil wanting two little starfish to move his boat, and he keeps on saying go, but Molly says that Not Molly, sorry. I meant Gil. The minute he says, "I just can't get him to row," the minute the starfish heard the word row, they immediately started rowing. And then we have our classroom segment. Dima, so sweetly, she's rowing a little cardboard boat, and she's singing her version of "Row, row, row your boat," but instead she's singing "Row, row, row your boat gently across the room." It's just too cute. And she's sailing a sailboat, and to tie into our story, Gobi and Gil are driving speedboats, and Una and Nani are on top of Mr. Grouper, and they call him the SS Grouper, which is so cute. Which is so cute. And speaking of Mr. Grouper, keep in mind that he's gonna sound a little bit different in our next episode. More on that next time. But it's finally time to go outside, and we have Gobi, Molly, and Gil pretending to be islanders with Bubble Puppy, and they're riding all around a speedboat. But then there's speedboat runs out of gas, and I'm getting some pretty strong Castaway vibes from the Backyardigans, and they need to make a ship. They need to make a ship, luckily a sailboat, because the wind is blowing pretty strong that day. And I know, I'm gonna say right now, when their speedboat runs out of gas and both Gobi and Molly fall into the water, they're coughing, and when they have to swim across the water to get onto that island, and they're huffing and puffing. I know. All of y'all could just scream it into my ear right now. They're mermaids. They're mermaids. They should be used to this. How are they swimming underwater in water? I know. But I don't want to bring that up. Just put it away, okay? It'll ruin the effect. But they have to deal with these giant big monkeys, or as they say it, big monkey. And I like it how before they get off the island, they're like, big monkey! And then they all see each of the three monkeys they saw while getting their materials for their ship. They're like, 3 big monkeys! And then all along, the big monkeys, they just wanted to go on a boat ride too. And then they all become good friends. So this story time was pretty decent. And then we have our dance song, which is the boat dance. Not gonna lie, the only highlight of this song is that it uses the same melody from Bubble Puppy all the way back in season 1. Which I like it. Brianna Gentella sings really good. So those are my only highlights. Other than that, this song is pretty okay. This dance song's pretty okay. It's not the worst. It's okay. And then we have, once again, Molly and Gil's segment. Instead of having a rowboat, Gil is having the same starfish move his boat with a tugboat. But Molly tells him that's not a tugboat, and he said, then what kind of boat is it? And they said speedboat, and they managed to go so fast to flip Gil out of his ship onto the floor. And then it's our field trip segment, and y'all cannot tell me their ship in the field trip segment is not giving carnival. You cannot tell me that their ship is giving carnival. You can't tell me. You cannot tell me it's not giving carnival. And they're having like a whole party at sea. Well, title name drop obviously. It's just so, this whole segment is just giving off, like, whenever I go on a cruise, it's just giving, like, you know how it is, like, the boat has to, like, get its passengers, like, wait like 2 to 3 hours for everybody to get on board, and then as soon as the boat takes off, they're gonna, like, they blow the horn, and then everybody's having a good time. It just, oh my god, this whole field trip segment is giving so cruise. And we even see Arctic Dan again, and the pirate captain all the way back at the season premiere of season 2. Just, yeah. And and also it throws in a little bit of Titanic when also, why wasn't there not a railing on over the giant snow cone ball? My question. And they're afraid, like, they're gonna bump into it. So luckily Bubble Tug is able to help them, but it's not enough, and they need more power. And that's when luckily Molly, Gil, and Una have their own little tugboats, and they help out, and they all help out, and they manage to have their ship not get not bump into the giant snowball, the giant snow cone snowball, which, yeah, this segment gave off very Titanic as well. And we even have the pirate captain saying, I wish I was on that ship." And then we get a reprise of Party at Sea once again, because you cannot lie, that ending was most defo a Party at Sea, and I wish I could be on there too, for real. And last Molly Gill segment of the episode, we have this time Gil having a sailboat, but he's wondering how they're gonna get wind power to move the sailboat. And we have big bluefish showing up again, ironically. And then let's just say he most defo is a wind source. And he mentions to, luckily Gil held on tight to the to when he blew the ship. And he also blew off Molly's hat as well. So, yeah, he gets blown away with the ship, which ends our episode. So overall, this episode was really fun. I really like it. It was a really fun episode. You know, it's a lot of memorable moments. Whenever this episode came on when I was younger, I really did enjoy it. It was super duper fun. So I'm going to give this episode a solid 9. It was really good. I liked it. I really, really did. Now, our next 2 episodes coming up in this season, for all of y'all who was watching the Nick Jr. channel, especially during 2020 during a specific time with a specific sickness, you know these two episodes were playing back to back. And also, in our next episode as well, a specific song was playing on a permanent loop on the Nick Jr. channel during said time. But I'll explain more later on and next time. So, tune with me next time as we will be reviewing our next episode in the season. Season 3, episode 17, Bubble Scrubbies. See you all next time.